Guys, picture this, okay? Humor me for a second. You're at a concert. Maybe it's your favorite artist. Maybe it's an artist that has one of your favorite songs. You're going, and you really like this one song. There's one song by this artist. Maybe you like their other songs, but one part of the song of this artist specifically, that every time you listen to this song, this part comes on, and you buy the tickets to the show, and you're like, God, I cannot wait to hear them sing this part of the song live. You get to the show, front row seats, sure. Yeah, let's give you front row seats. You have front row seats. You're welcome. Song starts playing. It's your favorite song. Oh my God, I can't wait for them to sing that one part of the song. And then they're like singing the song, and then the part comes on, and then they go, do I even need to sing it? You know the words. Yeah, I know the words. I know. All of us know. And I never really thought about the discourse behind an artist not singing the most iconic song of their career, biggest song of their career, even like a part of the song that everyone knows and loves. They let the crowd sing it until my friend Troy sent me this video.
You know what else fucking drove me insane? I have been waiting to hear this man go, holding me back, gravity's holding me back.
Yeah.
Like when I hear that in the recording, like I do feel a little heart flutter. I feel like this, ooh, God, Harry's singing, you know? He didn't sing it. He said, I'm gonna start this song. And then the first fucking note, and he goes like this. And I was like, you can't just sing the first note of the fucking song.
And this happens like a lot. I feel like you go to a concert and the artist will be like, sing it. Singing along at concerts is such an inevitable part of it, and also such a unique part of that experience that you can't really get literally any other way. Like, you can sing along with your friends, driving with the windows down with the radio on, but like being at that concert with all these people around you who all know the words, and then you're singing along with the artist, like that is so cool. And there are so many different perspectives on this, I don't know, phenomenon. I don't even know what you would call it. It's not really a phenomenon. It's not really even a thing. Well, it is a thing, but it's like, just who cares? Who cares? There's people who just love when the artist lets the crowd sing, and you can just really hear the whole crowd come together to sing this song, and then the artist like comes back in eventually, right? But then there's other people who are like, I paid all this money to hear myself sing. I can't do this thing cool. I don't know. I think there's so many different reasons why an artist would do this. Maybe they're out of breath. Maybe they're out of breath and they need a break. So can the crowd take over from me for a second? Maybe they're tired. Okay, they've been singing all goddamn night. Maybe they forgot the words. I don't know. That sucks. Technical difficulties. Someone turned the mic off. That's fine. Everyone else knows the words. Just sing it. And then there's people who are like, this is my most popular song. Do I even need to sing it? And then they just like don't feel like singing it. But this one is like so cool. She really lets the crowd sing. Like, she's like just taking it all in. Watch again. But when you look at the comments on this one, like, no one's mad about it. The crowd also in this clip just sounds so good. They're all really good. It's like a choir. It's insane. They literally sound so good. That's insane, guys. So you look at these comments, right? And none of them are really negative at all. No one has a problem with her just standing there letting the crowd sing. And apparently this is kind of something she does do. But you search Beyonce lets the crowd sing on Twitter, and surprise, surprise, not everyone's happy on here. These people paid Beyonce to sing to Beyonce. I love Beyonce, but I hate when she lets the crowd sing during her concerts. Like, I didn't pay all this money to hear myself sing. But even on Twitter, like, a lot of people do like when she lets the crowd sing. Unlike your favorite flopped artist, when Beyonce stops and lets the crowd sing, it's not because she's out of breath. But even if she is, guys, you're up there for hours. That's fine. You can take a breath. I've been to a few different concerts where the crowd is singing along and the artist will stop and let the audience do it. I actually saw Beyonce let the crowd do an entire verse. I didn't pay $100 to come listen to a crowd of people sing. I came to listen to you sing. I like it when it's spontaneous and doesn't detract from the song, like when an artist is stopping for a moment to appreciate that the audience knows it. But don't point at me and put a hand to your ear or shove your mic at me because you need to catch your breath or forgot the words. If an artist forgot the words to their own song and they're like, oh, you sing it, that's one totally different thing. I think that's a completely different thing and a lot more annoying than someone needing to take a goddamn breath, guys. Let's all take a breath. Let's think. You Get up on that stage. You sing for 3 hours without taking a single breath, guys. Not only just singing, but also like you're dancing. Like she is moving. She's like working the stage. 2.5 hours, guys. 2.5 hours. If she needs at one point to take a breath, take a breath. Not only is she singing for 2.5 hours, if you're on the tour, every night, most nights you're doing a 2.5 hour show, you're going to be exhausted. You might need to take a breath at some point when you might not have thought you would need to take a breath. And I guess it's one thing if it's even just like a whole verse, but relax. Out of the 2.5 hours, you can't just let the crowd sing like 10 seconds of a song, 20 seconds of a song. Less than a minute of that 2.5 hours, the artist lets the crowd sing. Really? Come on. Like, let's all think for 1 second. Just one. And then there's people who are like, that's actually my biggest dream. Imagine creating a piece of art and it's so moving and so loud that people spend hundreds of dollars to come see you perform these songs. And the art you created causes the entire arena to feel a certain way and the entire arena sings your song. I like cannot even imagine. Please don't skip this. It's not an ad read. So speaking of singing along at songs, I'm going on tour. If you didn't know, I make music under the name Dev Lemons, hence the Dev Limes. I'm going on tour in the fall with Jordana. It's gonna be really fun, and we're gonna sing together. We're gonna sing apart from each other, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It would mean so much to me if you came to one of the shows. The tickets will be in my description, link in my bio, whatever. And even if you don't choose to come to one of the shows, it would mean a lot to me if you checked out my music. I do make music under the name Dev Lemons. And I'll play a snippet of one of the songs right after this, and I'll play another snippet at the end of the video. Please come, it'll be fun. Okay, bye.
Thought about it. You said you're capable of change. Kinda doubt it. I see you make the same mistakes right now. Your clothes on the ground, your shoes on the couch, your mind on the clouds. Think about it.
Do I even need to sing it?
I don't know how I feel about this one, because it seems like it could be taken as either he's just really moved by the fact that everyone knows this song. Like, this song kind of catapulted him into mainstream success. I feel like this was like his big song, right? Like, I didn't know who Central C was before this song. When you have a song like this and you're just like, come on, everyone knows the words, just do it. It's kind of like he's sitting there and you can see it on his face. He's like, oh, everyone knows the words. Look how happy he is, kind of, right? You know, maybe he's moved in this moment. Maybe he's just really moved that everyone knows, how can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. The armpit, though. What's the... Wait, how is it there? How is it not like there? How does that? And it's interesting because if you boil it down, this video and the Beyonce video, essentially, they're doing the same thing, right? They're letting the crowd take over for this part of one of their most popular songs. But there are a lot of differences at the same time. Beyonce doesn't just have one massive song that went viral on TikTok. Not that that's Central C's deal. I'm sure he has other songs that a lot of people know. But when you think of an artist like Beyonce, you don't think of, oh, well, she was catapulted to success from a snippet of a TikTok song on TikTok. I don't know. She has countless hit songs where it's like, okay, there's a very slight chance that people are going to Beyonce show just to see the Dangerously in Love bridge or whatever. Central C, at least for the mainstream, I didn't know who he was until this song came out. I hadn't really heard of him, I don't think, until I heard this song. I think that is the case for a lot of people. Like, I think this is kind of like his hit, and especially this one part of the song is the part that everyone really knows because it was all over TikTok. And the comments on this one are totally different than the other one. A lot more people are like quick to criticize, like, he's relevant off one song, the armpit. Crowd went silent after that verse, and the crowd goes silent. The crowd went quiet after the first words because everyone knows them. And then there's people who are like, it's called living in the moment and knowing you made it, which is also like, that must be the best feeling. Are you mad at me? You're not responding to my text. Brady, answer this number. I'm calling you now. I haven't answered because my phone's been off. I'm so sorry. No, oh, it's okay. I will. I'm sorry. I haven't answered. I feel so bad. I love you so much. Oh my God. Do you think they ever got to talk again? This is his big song, and he wants to take in the moment, the fact that everyone knows the words so much to this song, like that they would scream it. This song kind of changed his career. And I think it's valid to want to take in that moment. I wouldn't go as far to say the crowd goes silent, though. Let the guy take in the moment, but also at the same time, come on, so many people probably came to just see this one song, and you're not gonna perform like any of it really, aside from a couple words. Is it on the artist for not singing their most popular, most widely known song that a lot of people probably just came to see that one song? Or is it on the audience for only coming to see one song by an artist and not checking out their other discography before they go to the show? I thought this was interesting. It looks like he's in the middle of performing the song and then he stops it, and then just look what happens.
Wait, can we pause it? Can we pause it? I kind of want Steve Lacy to sing this song. Can we bring Steve Lacy?
Can you imagine being that guy? Like, I don't know how much of the song he actually performed or not. I think this is so funny though. He just like lets some random guy on stage that like kind of looks like him do the song, and he's just like, I wish I knew. And it's so interesting because the response on all of these different videos are so different. People loved when Beyonce let the crowd sing. People made fun of Central C for letting the crowd do his song. And then Steve Lacy literally lets a different guy on the stage. Lets a whole other guy on the stage who like can't even sing it right. But he's like having the time of his life up there, and everyone loves it. Like, they think it's so funny that he did that. But I don't know, at least for me, if I'm going to a concert for someone, like if I'm spending money on a concert ticket to go see someone live, I usually know more than one song by them and love more than one song by them enough to go see their live performance. So I feel like in any of these instances, I wouldn't have walked away from any of these shows being like, I paid this money just to hear myself sing the song, because that's not the whole show. It's like a small part of the entire show. And even if the artist stops like more than once, twice, I don't know, to let the crowd sing, it's like such a small fraction of the whole show. You're not only hearing the crowd sing, you're hearing the artist sing a lot of the time. Sometimes the crowd takes over, and I think that's like what makes live music really cool. I just think it's really moving to not only just be a part of this crowd, a part of this community of people where everyone knows this song so well that the artist can just stop and take in that moment of hearing the whole crowd sing. But then, like, to be in that crowd singing along and to see the artist's reaction, I think is so cool. Guys, he doesn't perform any of this goddamn song for a minute. He is up there for a minute. He doesn't do any of the song. And the crowd just keeps getting louder and louder, and it's like so cool. Look how happy he is. Come on, look at him. He's like, oh, they don't know the words. I'm gonna cry. He probably cried. I would. Out of all the clips that we've watched, he does the least in the song. And the comments on this, like, everyone loves it. Like, I love that he's taking it all in. This is what every artist dreams of. People look at the Central C video and they're like pissed off and calling him overrated, like he only knows one song. And then they look at a video like this and everyone loves it. Is it because the Central C video comes off kind of like cocky in a way? Because he's like, do I even need to sing it? But I don't know if that was sort of his intention. Like, I wonder. I kind of love stuff like this. I don't know. I think it's so cool. It's such a cool part of live music. And it's like, even if the artist doesn't sing for a whole minute, say that's like their biggest song, and it's like, okay, that kind of sucks though if like they don't do the entire song. It sucks if they don't do the entire song. Like, it would kind of stink if that's all of the song he did. He like didn't go back and actually do the song. with the crowd. Like, it would kind of stink. Like, say this is his biggest song. He lets the crowd sing it, and then he doesn't do any of it. Yeah, I'd probably be like, come on, man. Like, can you start the song over and, like, do it this time? I love, though, like, especially moments where the mic cuts out. For some reason, there's, like, a technical difficulty, and you can't even hear the artist, and they're, like, getting the whole, Like, guys, I'm literally gonna cry. But that's different. That's like, they literally cut her mic off, and then she was like, okay, well, we're gonna all sing video games. Isn't that insane? Listen to how good this crowd is. They're really good. And this literally is my favorite Adele song. I would go just to see this song. If this happened during that song, I would, like, cry. I mean, the context of this one's different, obviously. She's not stopping on purpose. But come on, like, that's so cool. Like, it's cool, guys. So basically, I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, obviously, if the artist is doing a show, and even if they let an entire audience sing an entire song and then they don't do the song, especially if it's, like, their biggest song, yeah, that's, like, annoying. Why would I pay for a concert just to hear myself sing? Like, no one's doing that. In the reality, like, no one's really doing that. And even if people do kind of do that, it's, like, kind of, it depends on the context. Like, the Steve Lacy video, it looks like he's at a festival. It's not like it's his individual show. I think even if an artist does need to take a breath, that's fine. Like, we should not be getting mad at an artist for needing to take, like, a second. If the artist doesn't know the words, and then the audience, like, punches in, that kind of sucks. Like, that's the only time where I would be really annoyed. Either that, or if an artist literally doesn't do any of the song. If the crowd does the entire song for the artist, and then the artist doesn't go back and, like, do it again themselves, yeah, I'd be a little like, come on. If the artist needs to take a breath, who cares? If the artist wants to take in that moment for, like, even just, like, a minute of the song, who cares? Like, if you're paying hundreds of dollars to see an artist sing one specific part of one specific song, then let's take a second and think about who's at fault here. And I'm not saying this specifically about the Kelsey Kreppel clip. The way she talks about it is funny. I think when people on, like, Twitter and Reddit genuinely get mad at stuff like this, I think it's kind of silly. So thank you for watching. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Leave a comment. I don't know. If you like this video, give it a like. It would help a lot. And subscribe to this channel. Let's get this thing to 100K before the end of the month, or else, I don't know, nothing happens. It's just not at 100K by the end of the month. But we're really close, so it would be awesome if you subscribed. It would mean a lot, and it's, like, fun. See you guys next time. This is my